Alright, I started recording again. Hopefully, I should have enough space so it's not the end of the world, you know?
Alright.
Alright.
Game 3.
Game 3. I'm feeling a comeback here.
Okay. Well, let's see.
3, 2, 1, go!
Is your controller alright?
I have my Pro controller on right now, and it said my battery was low on that, and I was like, oh.
Well, we're bugged.
Alright, you're scaring me, man. You're scaring me.
So,
All this pressure you're putting on me, on the ledge.
that's weird, because normally I'm a defensive player.
You play so aggressive.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's very aggressive.
I wouldn't think I'd have that aggressive of a playstyle. Because normally people say, oh my god, stop camping me. Like, no, you're just not approaching, so I have no reason to approach you.
But then you see me approach a lot, and it's like a whole nother story.
Well, looks like I better do something. Good edge guard.
No! Lucina ain't the answer for this matchup against you otherwise.
Good game.
Good games, man. You just got 3-0'd. Feels bad, feels bad. You are a very, very good player. I don't think it has anything to do with mixing up. I think it's just how aggressive you are, honestly. No matter, like, yeah, I lost to the aggression and everything.
But I know what you're talking about.
I lost to the aggression and everything. But, like, the whole mix-up thing seems to be fine. No, honesty. The only problem I see is that you like landing with aerials every single time. I mean, all of Cloud's aerials are safe, I think, except for, like, up air and down air.
It's only down air. If you space up air right, you'll be able to make it safe, because if you if you were to hit shield with it, it would lose 2 very fast out of shield options.
Yeah.
Usually that are 8 or sooner.
I don't know what Cloud's framed at exactly, but I don't think it's I don't think it's because of mix-ups. I think it's just because it's because of how you land on everyone all the time that you may be losing.
That
And
makes
then
sense.
the thing, what happens after as well matters a lot. Because once, let's say I shielded like your forward air, you would spot dodge and then up B. Something like that would happen, and instead of like backing off just for a second to see what the opponent does, you would just choose to up B immediately right after spot dodging. You think I'm going to attack you right after you touch my shield, but in reality, that's not going to be the case for everyone. Because people respect Cloud's aerials because of how safe they are on shield. They're not going to always go out and attack all the time.
Well,
so,
that's good. People keep running right into my sword.
Yeah, and way better players will realize, oh, I need to respect the sword and see what he does after, such as the spot dodge. If I were going to go and punish the spot dodge every time, of course it'd be really tough because you'd up B out of shield immediately, or up B out of the spot dodge because spot dodge cancel, but you just gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful about what you do after you use a move. That might be what people are talking about when it comes to mixing up. Because if you do the same thing over and over right after you do something, and like you tried to mix it up or something like that, that could be the problem. But you just gotta learn what to do after instead of constantly always putting on that pressure. You can like back off just for a second to see what they do, and then you can go for like a dash attack or even like a back air if anything, because you backed off, right? So your back's gonna be showing them, and then if they jumped over or jumped out of shield, back air, easy, right?
Yeah.
Just think about those ideas when you're playing here.
All right, don't worry. I took some notes.
Hell, even run up grab just to throw the opponent off stage can do something better, right?
Yeah, I normally see grabs, like, even with characters that have a good combo game, I see grabs universally as a lot more of a positioning tool rather than a combo tool.
Well, yeah, that's just because of Cloud Grab.
Oh yeah, I know that's Cloud Grab because frame 12 dash grab.
That's so awful. Ah, I almost made it.
Even if you did, I still got some free damage. Oh god, I need to stop directional air dodging. Okay then.
Let's go. Disrespecting my opponent.
I think I know what you're talking about. I'm just gonna be honest here. When people say respect, like a hitbox, respect your opponent, I don't know what they mean by that.
Okay, so respecting is like not challenging. If you challenge every single time, which would be like using a get up attack, or doing like a jump forward air off the ledge, right? So you would always be challenging them. That means you're going to attack them while they have some kind of advantage, or they're in like a shield. So if you were going to put on shield pressure and you were using a safe aerial, they have to respect the safe aerial because they can be punished for dropping shield.
Okay, so let's just say I use a back air on your shield.
If you were to use back air on my shield and I were to drop shield immediately, you can go for a dash attack and that could possibly kill me. Or even a forward tilt. Or even a forward tilt. You have 2 burst options right after back air that you can use. Even up B, if there's a platform here so you can land on them, just in case they were still shielding when you up B. You have more options to use when you have your safe aerials. You can even challenge them again.
Alright, can we continue?
Yeah, we can continue. You can do a lot off of just off of respecting, or off of someone not respecting your safe area.
Okay.
You just gotta pay attention to what option they pick after. That's all.
Okay. So don't always punish immediately what they're gonna do.
Well, I mean, you can if you want to keep doing
But I mean,
it.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, don't. When I say don't always, I mean it's into the mix-up part.
Yeah, it's in that mix-up area, I guess.
I'm still kind of sad that on the last game I wasn't able to get that B-reverse blade beam kill.
Hey, I mean, I was patient about that one actually, because I was thinking
Oh,
you were gonna do something like that. I was
Yeah,
thinking it
very
was more like side B actually.
Blade beam has a longer lasting hitbox, so that's why I usually go for it whenever I try to edge guard. I don't normally go too far off stage. What I try to do is make the ledge really hard to touch.
That's what you're supposed to do as clown.
Yeah, well, of course, normally I go for ledge trapping, even if they're at like 110, 120, because Clown has very good block kill options.
Back air and dash deck, I can see those are like.
Yeah, okay, I went a bit too far there.
I'm afraid your cloud might actually rival my pen.
Oh yeah, don't you, isn't your, like, true main pit?
Yeah, my main's pen.
Oh, that's gonna give me trouble. I have a friend on my local scene who, plays pit. He's actually one of the best there. And yes, I do go to offline.
Thank God, except that we haven't been able to do that since quarantine started.
Oh.
Yeah, sucks.
My shop pretty much doesn't care.
Really? Lucky
Yeah.
you get practice all the time then, don't you?
Yeah, I usually go there on Saturdays, but dude, I'm in Georgia, so
I mean, you're in a safe spot, so.
yeah, I get that. But one thing I've definitely found to be very difficult with Cloud is being able to put on adequate pressure without having to use aerials.
I mean, even a tomahawk works. Just jumping and then shielding. That could work. Just doing like a simple short hop into like landing into like a shield or a grab. Even like a down tilt to like go through the shield. And that works perfectly fine.
I'll be honest, dude, you're definitely introducing new concepts to me, which include not always attacking after something.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You always attack when you're landing. You're always attacking when you're always throwing out a hitbox, and that's a problem when you're fighting a very passive player. I would say I'm a passive aggressive player, so I can understand when to be aggressive and when to be passive, and that just comes from me playing Pit, because Pit can do both of those things. His aerials aren't that safe on shield, but he has an aerial like back air that's safe on shield, and then Nair and like, forward air are somewhat safe on shield.
Yeah, and also the hitboxes are very easy to. Well, the multi hits are easy to hit too.
Exactly.
Well, mostly.
Somewhat. You know, if they fall out, they fall out. You know how it is. You know how it is, right? No, you play Cloud.
And a funny Pit multi hits.
So great. See, I waited for the back air there. You got punished for it.
I definitely threw out one too many hitboxes there.
You have out of shield options. You can just run up and shield if anything. You don't need to like attack.
Yeah.
You're a very, very aggressive player, but you're just not waiting for what the opponent does to
Oh.
put that aggression into.
So essentially, what you're saying is have more patience and give more time before you go in.
Yes. See what the opponent does. You know what you're going to do, but you need to know what the opponent does, so then you can mix up what you're going to do.
Okay.
You're playing a top tier who has options to do literally everything. I know the power. I know the power very well.
First off, Cloud is not a top tier; he's a high tier.
I still think he's a top tier. Smash 4 days, you know? That's how it is.
Oh, I got you. But anyway, so I can see how Pit can definitely give me a problem because, like, if I go too aggressive, he can grab me and then start a 15 to 25% combo.
I can make it 50.
I'm talking about just in general.
Yeah, in general.
This is general things I'm talking about.
And you're dead. You're not dead. Don't mind it.
Sorry, dude. On my Discord server, I'm known as the man with the godlike eye. Oh god!
Yeah, but you can't survive. You can't survive pit arrows.
It's
game over for you.
Pit arrows were just too good. I hit you with so many. I hit you with like 6 in a row.
Nice.
Just try to lay off on the aggression. That's all. You can keep being aggressive. There's times where you can't. You just gotta figure out when those times are. I can't say exactly when they are because I'm not a Cloud player who knows everything about when to be aggressive and when not to. And I'm not even a Pit player who can even tell you when to be aggressive and when not to. It depends on what the opponent's doing, you know. So it just makes things easier just to learn from experience and be like, okay, this is the time where I've got to do it. This is the time where I can't do it. It's just like thinking about when you're in disadvantage state and when you're in advantage state, right?
Speaking of disadvantage state, I just got bodied.
Exactly.
Okay, I definitely need to not always do up tilt after I use neutral air. Maybe that is fun.
Oh, I was really hoping you'd fall. You would have died. You see, I waited for the air dodge there. That's me being patient, other than going for up air. That's like a clear example of patience.
Okay.
Waiting for what the opponent does, which is exactly what I did right there.
Now I see why at the top level, you almost never see a player just throwing out anything. It takes like not 2 minutes, but it takes like 20 to 30 seconds just for someone to hit at the beginning of the game.
Because they're playing super safe. They're looking for the way in.
Oh.
Top players have a much better time dealing with stuff because they have so much experience. And they think about, okay, how do I get in? How do I abuse the opponent's habits, and how do I condition them to do something? So then I can punish them for that specific thing. that goes way farther into what we get into right now, just because we're like at the mid-level range, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm definitely nowhere near like a high-level player. Like, I would need to get like top 8. I would want to get like top 8 at a
At like a
no,
major.
no, not top 8ing a major, but like first off, good game. Second off, what I'm talking about is I sense that at high-level play, I find that it's a lot easier for people to just whiff things because nobody goes in, and I don't understand how that happens. Or maybe I'm just talking too much. I'm sorry.
No, you're not talking too much. I'm trying to understand what you're saying there.
Like, it feels like you can get away with a lot more against better players. Oh wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, so it's just the Discord acting up. Okay. It feels like you can get away with more online when it comes to not online, at a high level when you whiff, but then when you don't get away with it, it happens all at once.
It all happens at once. I wouldn't say it's something like that. Because people like let's say, yeah, you can get away with it, but that's also you being conditioned to do it, if anything.
1, go!
Okay.
So if you can get away with something at like the first early stocks, that means the opponent's trying to play a little more safe and see what you do after. Then you, let's say, I kind of lost my train of thought.
It's okay. I'm just gonna give you a summary of my playstyle. What I find is that when people find like a wall of hitboxes, they always feel like they need to strike back, which is why I usually just keep doing it because it works. It just works. But I'm seeing now that there's a player that can punch that, and it's definitely how I put this enlightening.
Enlightening. It makes you think about, oh, wait. If a player is patient enough, they can get past this wall of hitboxes.
Yeah. Yeah, like, because, I mean, so what if they didn't hit me yet? I didn't hit them.
Exactly. See, I messed up there and not punished. I was just standing there. I was like, what's going on here?
What?
I was like dazed. Just standing there watching you do like a spot dodge to an F tilt the other direction. And I was like, oh wait, I'm supposed to attack you.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been taught for pretty much my entire Smash career, everything has a follow-up instead of, oh, you just have to try and hit them. Like that's the mentality that's been basically just ingrained into my head. Just try to hit them.
Well, you see, there's a little more to it than that now.
Just try to hit them.
There's a little more to that now. It's great to know.
That is an understatement. Like that's not exactly what I followed, but it's what people in general told me. Like, oh, you're just hitting them with the wrong moves. Like, try this. But what about just trying to hit them?
No, it's more like you gotta look for options. You can't. It's not just trying to hit them. Once you start like realizing they're doing the same shit you were, you're just playing patient and playing around them instead of like forcing them or letting them have their way by you going straight into one of their hitboxes on accident. You're putting out hitboxes as well.
Oh, I dropped shield. I thought you were going for a down smash.
See, that was a good mix-up.
Alright.
Because that meaning, it was like you better not like get up and shield again.
I got you.
Forces me
Yes!
to,
I actually got the kill.
forces me to choose options.
Gotta stop shielding and landing. Okay, you decided not to grab.
Down through up air.
Nope. And I got
It was close. It was close. You're adapting. You're learning.
but definitely not fast enough.
Yeah, not fast enough. Not fast enough. That's where the
You're
experience
too
comes.
slow.
Huh?
You're too slow.
Stupid Sonic. I hope you're learning a little more off of this. Just off of the simple sentence, you don't have to throw out a simple hitbox, or a lot of hitboxes. It could have probably been enough for you to realize, oh yeah! Of course there's more questions to that, but...
I know, but I know what you're talking about. Like the biggest problem being I got stuff throwing out a hitbox every single time.
It's what people call mashers. I just want. I'm not trying to call you a masher. It's just that's what they are.
Also known as a competitive masher.
Exactly. Like I call top players that mash top player mashers.
Oh, so Nairo.
Basically, but you know,
It's like buttons.
that's more like Dark Wizzy, if anything.
He doesn't mash buttons. He's able to. It feels like he mashes buttons, but he's just keeping stage control anywhere he can.
Yeah. But it's so mashing. I gotta say, all the stupid stuff he does, it's all mashing. It's all mashing. That's all it is.
But you gotta admit, his stage, like he's probably the #1 in the world when it comes to stage control.
Yeah.
Sure, he's not a good person, but he's a good ass player. Oh, sorry, I really should have. There's children.
Oh, there's children? Oh, no. It won't matter. Just don't go saying, like, the N-word or something. That'd really go off.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to make sure that our session helps other people, like, realize some happened.
I'm pretty sure you're going to be, like, the only one watching it. Even if it's public.
Even if I am, it's still gonna help me a lot. Okay. And I just realized I'm actually in the lead.
Yeah, that is very true. It's very scary.
Hold on. If I have the lead,
No! No!
you're gonna put.
Huh?
I'd say there's one skill I've been trying to develop recently. It's trying to figure out what state of mind my opponent is in depending on how well the game is going for them. Well, yeah, how well the game's going for them, what options they're using, their play style, their current events. Like, I use pretty much anything to try and figure out what's in their head to try and use them. Like, that's why I tell people don't get scared, or I basically win the game.
I'm saying I'm scared, but in reality,
In reality, you're just playing the game. Now I can really see why people think Wolf Blaster and Pit Arrows are so good. Because they control neutral. Well, not control neutral, but they
help. They help.
Yeah, they make you have to respond.
Otherwise, you're getting hit or something.
Now I see why Wolf is a top tier.
Ah, I didn't expect that. Because why would you jump inside me? I would never have thought of that.
Why would I jump? Well, I mean...
No worries.
I think you just thought I was going to land with like a neutral up or forward air.
That's what you like to do, so I was like, okay.
That's actually how I won so many sets. Oh, you think I'm gonna land with an aerial? What limit cross slash?
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Wait, you're being sarcastic, right?
No, I'm not. I've never actually seen that one.
Oh, I thought you were being sarcastic. I thought you were like, oh, this is like the 10th time I've seen it.
No. I have never seen that one before, so I was like, that's interesting. There's even some things I don't think about. That's one of them.
Okay, I definitely need to use Blade Beam for tech chasing more than Cross Slash.
Well, Cross Slash is like a hard read.
Yeah. Well, Blade
really
Beam is like, if you were here, you die.
I'd say that's more of a safe commitment. Just seeing what the opponent does. Just using that as like, okay, it's safe too. If anything, I would say try to use dash attacks instead of like the limits. Because that, like, say the opponent's at a higher percent and you're seeing them at a low angle like that. I think you get more off of the dash attack if you can just get the lead.
Oh, I'm probably just conditioned to think that I need to use a limit move if I have limit.
A lot of players do that.
Like, yeah, I know I don't need to, but it feels so optimal. Even though I should only use limit for like hard reads.
Frame 5.
That's frame 5? I didn't know. You learn something new every day.
Even in the pit.
Even in the pit. Okay, now I see why it's not as much of a commitment. And no, it's not just because I hit it. It's because it gives you so much space in front of you. It's like Wolf Blaster, but more menacing.
You must really hate Wolf Blaster.
No, I don't. I just used to play with.
Oh, I was like, you must really hate that move, because that, like, you've mentioned it twice now.
Actually, that was the 3rd time I mentioned it.
Well, it still made me think you hated that move.
Oh no, I don't hate the move because I know how to counterplay like blaster spam or like blaster into neutral air and stuff like that.
Well, that's because you played the character personally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I played a lot of characters personally, but very few in a time.
Yes.
Okay.
See, if I respected that, you would have gotten punished.
In the words of the great introspective, oh, there's a timer on limit now? You're telling me I have to think?
I think I saw that video actually.
Yeah, I mean, now I can kind of see what they mean, because, like, you have to be very smart about how you pressure your opponent with limit. Because I
Where-
realized,
Smash 4, you got lemon and you're like, okay, this is the time.
like, it's time.
That's all it took.
I'd say Cloud is definitely worse than Smash 4,
Yeah, definitely
But-
worse.
but at a higher level, the nerfs do not seem as bad as you think.
Well, I
I
mean,
think
he lost like a lot of his mix-up with Nair because of how big the Nair was.
Go!
You're right.
Forward air got buffed pretty much just because a lot of people were like, you know, this move is actually safe on field.
Yeah, it
Where-
used to be that it was a hard commitment. My brother used to main Cloud back in Smash 4, and he didn't even know he was good.
Originally in
he
Smash 4, when I didn't really know what I was doing, I thought Bayonetta was a cool character. I was like, yo, Bayonetta's a cool character. And then I realized when I didn't pick her up, I was like, this was like a good thing for me not to pick her up, because then people won't hate me. Because I played Link in Smash 4.
Yeah.
It was more of like a second, or not secondary, more of a like pocket, because it just, he didn't feel that great to play like he does now.
Wait, do you think Pit is better in Ultimate?
Yeah, way better.
Oh,
The problem
I
is
thought
he just doesn't have damage. Now he just doesn't have the damage output.
if he had the damage output, he would probably be as good as Greninja or Pac-Man.
Honestly, yeah. And people are saying, well, at the beginning of Ultimate especially, people were saying Pit's a low tier. Thing was, he just doesn't have results.
Well, you're right, he doesn't have results because
There's
people
no,
thought he's a low tier.
yeah.
Like, because he doesn't have results. Or he doesn't have results because you know where this is going.
He doesn't have players to get him. Like, yeah, there's like 3 players, but they're not like getting like top 8 at like, any event at all, which makes Pit seem like a really bad character.
Even though in the online world, like, a lot of characters you see had gotten, like, they either went up on the tier list, or they just got really optimized. Like, one of the biggest examples are the Meast, especially Brawl.
Brawler, I knew Brawler was like ridiculous before like online became the meta at this point. I knew Brawler was like ridiculous, but I didn't think anyone would just start playing it just randomly. You know his up special kills at like 30 after a down throw.
Who's? Wait, which
Brawler.
up throw? That's in Smash 4.
No, that's not Smash 4. This is Smash Ultimate.
I actually hit that. Okay.
It's because I wasn't shielding.
Please, no Johns.
I am going to John until, you know, the end of time.
You're not John.
We're playing Wi-Fi. That's the best John I can say here.
Look. But this is helping me in ways that extend far beyond what I want. Because... oh my god, your Pit is really good. And it's really testing whether I can, like, do I up B or do I do anything else? Well, that's just the unfortunate side effect of Cloud having a better up B.
Make sure you space the background shield. Don't just like go right up.
Just go into it with a back.
Yeah, don't do that. I was able to grab you just because you were right like up against me. Where I would have missed it if you spaced it correctly.
Alright. Okay, let me just How about this next game be the final game? Because I don't want us going a bit. I don't want us going too overboard.
No, I usually do an hour.
Oh, I thought. Oh, I thought you. I thought you did.
Did I do
45.
45 with you the last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing an hour now.
Okay. Let me just write down something. You can press plus.
Okay.
Ready?
Sounds good.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go!
Stay back.
Ah, I gave you limit. Oh no!
Yes, the greatest problem with Cloud, you have to DI in sometimes. Like, you have to, or you lose a stock.
You're very lucky. I didn't realize you were about to have limit. I think you would have survived if you did charge and then I'd be right after.
I would have been able to survive, but it would have been like a 50-50. Depending on if I was able to wall jump. Because yes, I figured out a couple weeks ago, you can wall jump on things that are not Yoshi's story.
It's very difficult to do though.
No, it's not.
Well, for me, it's pretty difficult now.
Oh, what, you mean like just, oh yeah.
Yeah,
No.
like against that.
Oh yeah, it's tough, but sometimes I try and use it as a recovery mix-up just to make them pull out a 2-frame move too early. Good in the Palu matchup.
Oh, you gotta respect just forward air. Wait for the dash.
Okay.
Ah, landing hitbox.
Okay.
Goodbye. No! No! I was so confident. I was like, no, I'm gonna get this back air. Then you teched it, and I was like, oops.
In the words of Mike, hey dude. In the words of Mike MM, goodbye. I really gotta think about this.
Was that not? That was a misinput. That was 100% a misinput.
To be reversed so I can be able to grapple
That
that.
was easy.
You almost made that back though.
I know, but I didn't. What matters is that I didn't.
You know, for next time. That's all.
I guess you're right.
Ready?
Let's see this.
All right. How about this? How about this? We'll do a best of 3 with Pit and Cloud, and then
3,
we'll
And
end the
that's
session
it.
there.
1,
Okay. I was about to say, let's just end it with a best of 3 because I'm a bit drained. I just gotta keep my focus for a little longer.
I mean, do your best to win this. That's all. Uh-oh. See, you
Nice
waited
roll.
there. You waited there.
The roll in. Don't always press buttons. Don't always press buttons. Oh, okay. I forgot. Forward throw. Super powerful.
I almost killed you with that.
Yeah, because I also DI'd the wrong way, because I thought you were going to do a back throw until I realized it doesn't want to do back throw, they want to do forward throw. In the past, I've tried to focus my playstyle more on, hey, look, I'm charging limit, come and get me.
Yeah,
Except,
that's more like you camping them out.
yeah, but what I notice is it never works.
Ah, I was so close. I came up with that idea on the first one when you almost didn't.
Oh, you mean like try to edge guard with
With the orbitars, yeah. When you missed
I
the
got you.
ledge just slightly, I was like, you know what? I want to see if this would work. Almost had it. That's... Oh, I didn't even realize it was so...
They really hard to name. Win rate 52.23%. Game count 303,297, 50.5%. You are a good player. It's just that online, you get worse results than you would get offline. I'll be honest.
Were you looking into my results?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Dude, I do that with every coach.
Serious?
Like, dude, I am a very analytical player. I check their win rate, I check their results, I check their major losses and their major wins.
Did
I
you
check
see
their
my
up-
game? Did you see my GamerCon placement?
Wait, I did not. I'm gonna need to look at that. Or
Oh,
maybe I did.
man. I hope you do. I hope you do. That was like 2 years ago, but still.
Taste back air. I got it now. So I don't always use it.
No.
Except I did that time.
You're confusing me when you're saying stuff while you're playing the game here.
I don't mean to. I'm just talking to myself. Okay, I need to stop landing with an aerial. Maybe that's a habit I'll have to train over time. Because it can't be just done within 1 hour if you've been doing it for months.
Honestly, yeah.
Am I gonna win? Probably not. Nope.
Yes, yes, yes. Ah, game 1 is all mine.
GamerCon 3, 17th place.
That's my
Okay.
That's offline, by the way. That's offline.
Oh, I see that.
That was
It
like
just
my
seems-
first regional, or like a really big regional.
That's amazing.
All my friends were popping off, and they were like placing me like second to third seed in brackets, and then I started doing really poorly after that. It was so stupid.
Like, and then you get like 17th, 33rd. Or
Yeah, yeah. GamerCon was a cool event. It was a cool event.
Oh, I bet.
I was going to go this year's in March, but then COVID happened.
Yes. After CEO Dreamland. Nope, no events for you.
Yeah, man.
My dream, my absolute dream, is to go to like an A or S tier event, like MomoCon, CEO, Super Smash Con, or even Pound. And I might go to Pound.
I was possibly going to go to Smash Con.
It really just depends on what happens. I mean, we'll probably be okay unless your governor says otherwise.
God, that would suck. That would suck so badly.
Yeah. Like, no, you. And of course, New York, 2G Gaming is gonna stay closed forever. Because you know how California is.
Yeah.
I hate California and New York with a burning passion, no offense to you.
Oh yeah, why though? Why though?
They drove a lot of people to do things that were not necessarily life-saving.
Yeah.
A friend of mine had his lease was a bit. His lease came soon. That's all I can really tell you.
Sounds a little scary.
Ugh. He tied it up, and basically, because of the pandemic and his mental state, he couldn't really take anymore.
Yeah, that wouldn't end well.
He was my training partner, man. He was my friend. But it's okay. It's okay.
Well, I hope he does better.
Well, you don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand the situation.
He's dead.
That is, yes. Okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't mean for it to like go that far.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I don't get offended. I basically don't get offended.
Oh, I hope I didn't do anything wrong.
Dude, don't worry about it. We're chill. We're chill here.
Thank God. Thank God.
I just wish that other locals could follow in our example and I don't know, make the community happy. Because here in Georgia, we have three open locals that are three big open locals. Gwinnett for All, 404, and Complex Match. So, fun times.
Sounds fun.
Nice normal getup.
Oh, okay. All right. You wanna? All right. I see how it is.
Alright, battle stock situation. Idea, I'd right.
Yeah, but the back air. That's what screwed me.
I know the back strong.
GG's,
Okay,
man.
Let's end it
GG's.
there. Okay, so before anything, so I just want to tell you what I learned from this.
Okay.
Is that okay? Like,
Yeah,
what,
that's fine.
I want to make sure your message went to me. Don't always land with aerials. After defensive options, don't always go for an up B or tilt. Well, when I say defensive options, I mean spot dodge and roll, and directional air dodge. And of course, the final one, the biggest one being, be patient, do not try to attack after every interaction.
Back off if you need to. You don't need to go in.
I'm obsessed with trying to get stage control.
Yeah, but when you have the stage control, here's the thing. When you have all that stage control, you're backing the opponent into a corner, and if they decide to try and challenge you, and you feel like you need to get out of there, you back off and reset neutral.
Oh, okay.
Because what happens is, once they challenge you and they win that challenge, they could possibly take all that stage control you had, and then your life is ruined because now you're in a disadvantaged spot. After all that work to get all that stage control. And you never used it at all.
And then they could take stock.
Yes. That's exactly what happened. And if you find them grabbing you all the time and throwing you back, or throwing you into the direction where you were putting them in the corner, well, yeah, you'll wanna back off because you don't want to lose all that stage control off of nothing.
Well then.
It's just playing patient. It's just playing patient.
Back off if you need to. Stage control does not need to be absolute. Okay. Well, I'm starting to get tired, so I think I'm just gonna go eat something.
No problem, man. You have a good rest of your night. If you remember how to leave a review, right? So I don't have to say anything about that.
Remember how to leave a review?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And just so you know.
I'll text you when the report card's done, even though you have your own notes, which are probably going to be better than mine, in all honesty.
Both are important.
Yeah. And I'll text you. I'll text you when the video goes up. It won't be tomorrow because I still gotta get the videos merged together.
course.
So that's gonna be a little bit of a problem.
Ugh,
All right.
5 stars.
I hope you have a good rest of your night, man.
Hey, you too.
See you later.
See you, mate.